Tamily. We are getting to ready to start our Ask Tamily interview with Maiko. Her Instagram name is mbpanda_tam, and we're just now. I cannot remember what number interview this is. I think it's 37 or something. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm glad we have a good connection. So thank you, Maiko, for joining us and for being willing to talk with us today about your journey with the Tracy Anderson method and show us your little puppy. Aw, so tiny and so cute. Mine are so big. It's funny to see a tiny puppy. So what we want to do, we have some questions planned for you, but obviously everybody that's watching, you can type in a question and we love to answer the live questions too. So we'll be sure to scroll through and answer any questions you guys have. But we want to start, and this is our 37th Ask Tamily interview. So we'll start for the 37th time with our favorite question. So Maiko, we want to know, when and how did you start the Tracy Anderson method?
I actually really started recently, 2017. So 2 years ago, I quit working, and then I had these moments unhappiness and emptiness and I didn't know where it was coming from, and then I started following Gwyneth Paltrow on Instagram, and then all of a sudden Go Glow and other family members started showing up. And first I didn't bother, but I was wondering what these women are doing. Every single day, they keep on posting and posting and posting. And I really didn't know what Tracy Anderson, what this is. And then it keeps on showing and showing. And then they were all in my age, and I started following them. And then I thought, oh, these people are really crazy. They really do it every single day. And then how they are, I really felt from that Instagram, they were really happy. I don't know if it's happy, but they're shining, or the light inside of you is shining.
Yeah.
And so this is something that I can start, I should start looking into. But I saw the price for the streaming, and I'm I never work out, so I had a gym membership, and I paid $100 for a month, and in 4 years I only went 2 times.
Oh gosh!
Yeah, so it didn't really, I didn't feel like starting it. But the more I researched, I noticed she had a book called 30-Day Method. And before that, I bought her first DVD.
Okay.
I think. And then I started doing it, but it was hard. I was so surprised. When you look at the Instagram and these crazy ladies doing stuff, it looks so easy. But when you do it, it's oh my gosh, I can't do this. So I bought the 30-Day Method.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I did it.
Okay.
It took a long time to finish one day that you're supposed to do it, because I really didn't understand her theory, or even if you can't do it, move on. I kept trying and trying, so for me to complete it, it was 90 minutes a day.
Oh my
and
gosh.
yeah, I did the reps and everything,
Wow.
everything that's in the book, and my husband is are you really supposed to do it like that? And I'm I don't know, but it says on the book to do it. But anyway, I finished that.
Okay.
And then, I really, really started getting interested in the way she changes her exercise like now 7 days, but 10 days back then.
Yeah.
So then, but still, I wasn't convinced enough to jump into streaming. So my husband surprised me and got me the Metamorphosis on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because back then, like I have mental issues, and like some days I can go really low, and I get anxieties attack. And while I was exercising, he felt that I was not getting better, but like he saw the light that maybe I might be more stabilized.
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted me to continue.
Yeah.
So that's how then I started Metamorphosis. I completed that, but still I was not like convinced to join the streaming because I never worked out, and I really didn't think I can do 1 hour. It's really commitment, right? Every single day. And when I read something or hear something, like I kind of get into this mind that I have to do it. So like it was too much for me. So I did continuity.
Yes.
That's how you say it. And for so 3 months.
Okay.
And then when I completed that, that was my birthday month. So my husband said, for my birthday present, he'll buy me the whole subscription for a year. Yay!
That's awesome.
So that's how I joined. So my streaming was from July 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
And I love it.
Yeah, I can always tell. I love your posts. So you did the book, then you did Metamorphosis, then you did continuity for 3 months. Now, since you've been doing streaming, I guess that's probably like 9 months or something like that. Have you been doing like advanced, intermediate, beginners? Which ones do you do?
So right now, I'm like doing the fundamental IMC.
Okay.
And like, so this like I love the IMC. Like it's good for me. Like I cannot imagine myself doing the master's class yet. But like when I first started the streaming, like I really got like a little bit like unmotivated or like sad that I couldn't be in the master's class. But then like every day I started doing it, and I read, like I hear Tracy, and like I see all these posts, and like I'm very happy where I am right now. Like the class won't define me. Like more important is what I do every day and continue it every day. So I'm really hoping to be in the master's class someday, but still like fundamental is like it's okay.
Yes, exactly.
I do beginners class some days like when it's so busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do that, and plus to learn the correct ways to do it. It's really good for me. Like I learn a lot, and the trainers how they talk during the breakdown, it really helps me do it. And I actually like the beginners a lot too.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, to the point that you said, like, you shouldn't feel bad whatever class that you're gonna do. They're all hard. Like beginners, intermediate is hard. Like, and sometimes the advanced, it's just beyond, maybe your balance or your coordination or whatever. So you have to feel good where you're at, and also be able to have that, truthful conversation. If you know you can do intermediate, but you're just not doing it, like you have to be truthful with yourself. But the advanced is so difficult. Like, not there, it's okay. I mean, we all have to be, okay where we're at, and just keep working towards it, and knowing we always get stronger and more flexible and more balanced, like every day. You can really see how that builds. I'm sure you saw that even just doing the book
Yeah.
and then metamorphosis and everything.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, is sticking with it.
Yes.
So, in addition to the streaming, do you do dance cardio, and what's your routine about that?
So my routine is basically my right now goal is 6 days with one class.
Okay.
So I try to do fundamental 6 days, but sometimes you cannot.
Yeah. And sometimes you mix in beginners. Well, it seems like Maiko's video is frozen. Well, I just want to see if it's going to come back up. The chat is still... Okay, so we just need to re-invite Maiko. Hopefully that will just take one moment. One moment, please, Tamily. She's rejoining. Okay, it says connecting. So, yes, it should just be one moment. Hi, it's totally fine. Everything's good.
Hi.
Okay.
When the airplane flying, it just like stops.
That's okay. The Intuit has been continuous on my end, so everything's cool. So for dance cardio, what were you explaining? Can you still hear me?
Are you?
Yep.
Are you here?
Can you see me?
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
So what is your routine on dance
cardio?
Yeah.
It's so choppy.
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Okay.
Can you?
Yes. How much do you do dance cardio?
Not enough. I try to do Wednesday because Wednesday we get the new class and I'm really good at doing the class, so I have more energy, so I try. But I'm Asian and Asian don't dance, so like I'm really horrible at dancing, but I do it. Oh, and I really want to say this, like even if you're like a little bit shy or like not comfortable, like it's about the process and progress. So like don't be shy, like be true to yourself and like just post it. It's fine. Like a lot of people will like be very inspired by it. I think like I it's for me like I look really like ridiculous, but I still do it back, and then I think like I see the growth.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Sometimes people are afraid of the posting, but especially with this community, as supportive as it is a confidence builder to, get into the posting. You just sometimes have to dive in, even if you're a little nervous.
Yeah, it's okay to make mistake, or it's okay you can't do it. Like I couldn't do the whole class or the whole dance like 30 minutes. It's really hard, but once you see the progress, like you'll get confident. Like you'll truly get confident, and that's how you grow. And that's why I like the Tracy Anderson method. Like it's always like being your best or trying, and so I don't really be picky about, like I always feel optimistic like one day I can.
Yeah, it's a really amazing effect of doing this method. So, we have a question for you in the chat from Kristen. She said, "Do you have a leggings budget, or do you just get what you want whenever you want? You have the most amazing outfits."
Oh, thank you. Um, um, it looks like I shop a lot, but truth, I really don't. When it comes to sale, I do buy it a lot. But when it's like regular price, not so much. I only buy a brand that I like. And then, yes, I don't work right now, so my husband, we negotiate every year, and he gives me like a budget, how much I can spend on my own without um, asking him or telling him. So in between that budget, like I buy my leggings, but it's so addicting.
Yes, it is. But they're so cute and so fun.
I know.
Let me see if there's any other questions. There is something in here in another language which I cannot read. Let's see. This is from Turtam Sista, which is Ange. And
Congratulations.
yes, exactly. Her question is, what's the change in your body that you're most proud of from the Tracy Anderson method?
Oh, absolutely. I got abs. Like, I would never think I would have that line. Like, I used to joke around and write it with my eyeliner and be like that, but it's thin. But like, I can see it, and that's like I can't believe it. Like, wow. I really can't believe it. But that's the part, and like my girlfriend got butt injection or something because when I posted, my butt lifted up, and it was more like peachier.
Yeah.
So he asked me like, "Did you go and do like a butt surgery or something?" And I'm like, "No, like I work out every day."
Yeah. Well, that's an awesome result too, but definitely the abs are fantastic. So what are some of the other type of results that you've seen? You know, other physical results, or also other types of results?
Well, definitely like I can sleep better. Don't get panics attack that often because I can rest in peace. So I think my within me myself, like I don't question myself so much. Like when I have anxiety and then I get really like burning right here, and then when that cannot get control, like I get my panic attacks, and but when I do Tracy Anderson method and when I do the arm part, like I really, especially this is when I started doing switched into streaming. Like when I see all the ladies and Tracy do like a beautiful move and I sink in, and then like I feel like everything sinks into me, and then I get to this peaceful moment, like, and then some days something comes up to me, like something from the past. Like I have a really like bad trauma from the past, and that's why I go talk to therapies, and like I've been working on it, but it comes up and I cry, or like sometimes I like it just like happens, and then but since I just don't like drill in all day, like I it's not, and then once I stop, like after the abs part and she stretches, it comes up, or when I take off my ankle way, like all the heavy stuff is is down there, and I can just walk away from it. Like some days are really hard for me, but that's really like helping me a lot. Like and she talks about it at the too about how you can be confident. Like every arms, like she goes like this and stretches out, and she says how her son is very and cannot do it, but then her daughter is very open and can do it. And then when I see my past posts, I couldn't do this. Or like she says on the 30-day method that look into the mirror and say your name. And that too was really hard for me to like accept myself. But it's still hard for me, like the years that I lived and hated myself so much. But right now is the time, like I feel like I'm more like trying and I'm accepting myself, and like I don't need to change who I am. And like if somebody can this, like goodbye, like like I don't think like why she doesn't like me or why like that anymore. Like this is me, and this is who I am. Like of course I have like I have my personality and I have like bad parts of me, and of course, but like in basic, like this is me. So the method really helps me like balance and think positive and be more confident. Like 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 every day you do this and like you see yourself in the mirror and like you accept yourself. I can hold it and I can move on, and like that's the can't stop method. Does it make sense?
Totally. Yes, I feel exactly the same things. And, you know, that's something like you get from this method that I don't think you get from other things. Like, it's, I don't know, it's an important, huge part of life to me that, you know, everything you're saying, like the confidence, the accepting yourself, like, you know, I've only got those things from doing the Tracy Anderson method, you know, once I was 35 years old. Like, I think it's profound, and I completely agree with everything you said. Very well.
Thank you.
And a lot of people in our chat also agree with you. We have a ton of hearts, smiley faces. Yes, everyone feels the same way, and we appreciate you being, you know, so open with us and sharing that, because there's so many people that feel the same thing, and they might feel, you know, like it's not going to change, or they're not worthy of it changing or something, and that can be really helpful and inspiring to other people. So thank you so much for sharing that, Micah. We appreciate it. So we want to ask you a few other questions as well, which could maybe be related to what we're talking about. What advice have you received from someone in the Tamily that has been helpful to you?
Oh, yeah. You know, coupe number 4 move.
Okay.
Like I couldn't do that, and one I just ran like. I thought, what am I doing wrong? Like, what is open your butt mean? Like what does that mean? Like, and she does that a lot, right? Like, you have a lot of it, and I didn't really know how to coupe at that point, so I tried to Google it, but I'm like, God damn, like I can't even Google it. And then I asked my husband, like, I need to post this like coupe. I think it's a bit that like I want to type it. We Google it, and then I post it like, how do you do this? And then a lot of people like try to teach me how to do it. And then after that, like that. Like if I just ask and they give it to me, I receive. So I try to do the same. It's something, but I really like about that. Like I have a neighbor, but we never have this conversation. Like, I randomly see him and like ask something. Like, no, but in this community, like whatever, like I ask or if somebody asks, we try to help each other.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest things, and you're totally right. Sometimes it is just one of those little questions, and people don't even realize how much they help you.
Yeah.
One of the questions is, what do your friends and family think of Tracy Anderson? And I know you've mentioned a lot about your husband. He seems extremely supportive of this workout, so that's really, really awesome to hear. Tell us a little bit about what your family thinks.
So when I started, they thought I'm crazy, like, and then my husband is very protective of me, so like he really hated the idea that my account is open. So one day, like, he kept on nagging me about the account. And then I just couldn't take it anymore. And I exploded saying, like, you know what? Like, I do everything for you. And I'm crying. But this is only one thing that I'm passionate about right now. And I'm happy. And, like, I really, really take it seriously. So either you come on board with me or not. But this ship is sailed, I said. And then, like he really thought I was ridiculous. And he really didn't like it, but like the fact that I don't have this panic attack so often and I don't cry calling him during time. So yeah, like he's now like understands, he's supportive. I every day show him like, look, this is my crazy move that I had to do. Can you do it? And he's like, no. And like, but like he supports me. My kids supports me too. My husband and my daughter went in the studio and they actually met Tracy, and my daughter was like really, really, really like got like surprised and shocked and like because I idolize, not idolize, but I really see her every day in our TV or like I talk about her, but then she's right there and it's not fake, like she's there, like and they are at the age like they know fake and not fake, but she's literally there and she's how it is in my small little Instagram account or like in the streaming. And she really said like Tracy was really tiny, but she was just like same as how I see her every day, and she was really about that too.
Aww. That's so cool that they got to meet her at the studio.
So they support me.
That's amazing. So can you tell us who in the Tamily inspires you?
Like honestly, like everybody, like really, like every day I wake up and I see everybody moving, and it motivates me a lot. But in my life, like, my daughter is my inspiration. Like today too, she practiced volleyball and she's in a league, and like she's not the starter member, so when you go to a tournament, you have to stand in line and you have to cheer. So you're not picked to play. And when I see her, like myself, I'm not doing C like advanced master class, but I still do. And then
Frozen, Michael. Oh my goodness. Well, we might lose her again, but at least my connection's staying on. Oh, it's wonderful that we have the ability to connect. If you could just bear with us in these couple of moments, she's reconnecting now. Oh my goodness. You would not believe it was 2019. Okay, it is connecting. So just 1 second. It's okay. We're back. Your faces are so cute.
we're back. So yeah,
So
can you hear me?
yes, it just takes a second in the beginning, but we're good. So you were telling us how your daughter inspires you.
Yeah. So yeah, like I see her struggle and I see my self-reflection, still committed to what we do. It really inspires me a lot. Like that to show her that I'm consistent and
It's very good. How do you get and stay motivated to work out every day?
oh yeah. If you read Dr. Habib Siddiqui's book, he talks about like picture yourself being a baby. So I do my baby talk too. Like what would I say if my daughter was in this situation? Like I would probably bait her to do it. And like he says, to put your baby picture somewhere. So I put my baby picture too by the bed, and then I see myself, and then yeah, I just talk to myself like you're not hurt, you're not sick, so just get up and do it. Yeah.
That's a
So
good
that's
theory.
how I motivate myself. I try not to be motivated by anybody because I, I I try to be honest with myself and yeah, and I try like everything like Tracy Anderson, but I just I talk to my dog, human being. I'm sorry.
Okay. Can you still hear me? Yeah, your video's frozen again. I think it's coming back. Okay. Should just take a second. Oh, goodness. Well, at least this side is working, so we'll have a continuous interview to share and post on YouTube. There'll just be, like wardrobe changes in the middle of it for Maiko, and she is joining again. Just a moment. Thank you guys for being patient. Hello.
I'm so sorry. Hello.
Okay, I think we're good now.
Okay.
So let me ask you another question. What has been something that you've learned from one of the other Ask Tamily interviews?
Oh, stay consistent. Like you, like Nicole, like Kristen, like everybody, like you just continued, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
To be consistent, I think a lot of people have waves or like trends, ups and downs, but this method is about consistent. And it's really, really hard to have that consistency, that balance within you every day. But I think it's really good for like you to have that balance and something that you continue and what you can grow. So I really learned that from all the people that has been tamming for years and years and years, and I think that's truthfully beautiful. Like I don't know what beautiful like definition of it, but like when I see them and do a single day and post it, like that's really inspiring to me. Like like you don't quit. And yeah, so I learned that a lot from you guys. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, that's definitely a theme, I think, from everybody that we've interviewed. Like, your workout doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be the best dancer, have the best form. You just have to do it every day, and you see that progress. And that's what really, really matters. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. So we have a couple questions coming in the chat for you. Nicole typed in a couple. The first one is, if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
I'm frozen. So many airplanes.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but the question is, if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Suzanne?
It seems like we're back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, were you asking me about the food?
There is a question about food. We can go to that one. Molly would like to know, what is your favorite food to eat, and what things do you try to avoid? Island food is so yummy.
Oh, my favorite food is unfortunately not an island food. It's sushi. So it's rice. Like at Tammy from. I'm not a pizza lover because I never had yummy pizza in my life. So I wish, like, please somebody take me one day so I can be a pizza lover. But now, like, yeah, so rice and
Okay.
bread are my enemy. I still eat it though. Why do you exercise every day if you can't enjoy? Like I don't want to suffer. Like I want to be happy. So like, but I stay clean.
That's good. What is your favorite song right now? Did you not hear me again? Yes.
Huh?
Another question in the chat
you.
is, what is your favorite song right now?
Song? My favorite song is, I don't have any specific favorite song, but I think Queen, Someone to Love.
Okay.
I like Queen. Yeah, I like Queen. I like the movie a lot. Oh, and then I like The Greatest Showman. All the songs in there.
Okay. Yeah, those are definitely good. So while we have a good connection, I'm going to ask this important question. What is important in your life that you want the Tamily to know?
Oh yeah, so like I said, like I in the past I had a lot of bad stuff happen to me. I was abused when I was small from my mother, and then after that I got broken into my dorm, and yeah, a stranger was sleeping under my bed. Yes, and then so from that, like really struggle from it, like not getting a good night's sleep because I worry a lot. And then after that, I had a hard time getting so that, and I had a difficulty of giving birth to, and then after she was born, another difficulty came. So like I was depressed for a very long time, and I was taking antidepressant medicine, so I was very numb, and then after that I had my divorce, and yeah, and I moved to Hawaii. I got divorced. I was alone with a baby, and I had to work 3 jobs. And yeah, I had a really hard 10 years. And I took every job that I can to support my daughter. And we still raised her together, but I didn't get any financial help from the father. So I didn't want to get tied with money. Like there's a Japanese saying that if you don't have any relationship, you should not have a relationship with money. So I believe that. So yeah, I tried my best, and I had zero like vacations or anything with disease, and I took care of everything for me. So by the time I found my husband, and I got, because I didn't take care of myself. And what happened was, like, dental in America is really bad. Like, medical and like insurance is like not really supportive for foreigners like me, or like if you don't have good insurance. And I was so scared to go because the money issue and everything. So by the time, like, I had pain in my everywhere. Like I had headaches, I had like I couldn't even detect where the pain was coming from, and I had to go. I went to a dentist, and I didn't go to a very good dentist. And what happened was, like, they were kind of shady, and they knew I was in a vulnerable place. I was crying, and like they prescribed me like a really bad, like, I don't know if they were lying or not, but like, like, I really believed them in what they need to do, which is I had to explore teeth, and that was a big surgery. And after that, like, from recovery and pain medicine, like, I got sick, and then I couldn't tell anybody about this because I was very ashamed, and I was very like, I didn't like how I was, like my, like, but then again, the pain comes up, and one day I started having these nightmares that all my teeth will fall off. So again, I told my husband, like, something is wrong with me, and I think, like, and I finally shared this stuff to him, like what happened to me. And then so he said, in Hawaii, to get a good doctor, good dentist is very hard. So he pulled some like connections, and he got to this good dentist, and he took me. And I was having anxiety attack. Like, I was was like almost out, and the dentist like hold my hand and said like, Michael, it's gonna fix this, and you're gonna be able to. And then so he looked at my like he probably thinks I didn't extract that four teeth inside of me. Like what I learned from that is like yourself like don't go dig yourself the hole too deep that you can't even get out. But like I was lucky that like I was able to get myself out of the hole. I fixed it, and yeah. So like all my past that I had really trouble and I wasn't happy, and I didn't even know what to do. Like this is not like working out is not even an option. Just getting up, going to work, taking care of daughter was all I could do for 10 years. But then like finally like I quit my job, and then I peace of moment that starting to think like I can take care of myself. And the permission, like how Tracy says, I have that permission. Like everybody has that permission to take care of yourself. That's really important. And everybody has a permission to feel that. Like sometimes I'll get mad or sad or upset by thinking the past, digging my past. And why did I do that? But thinking about that doesn't help. Like I have to move on, and I have to just live from now on. Don't do that. But like social media and everything, like you see happy people, but do you really think those people are happy? Like just snipping a picture of 10 seconds or posting a video a minute doesn't define anything. And don't get so caught up on that. Like your next person, how that person feels or how that lived. Like you might know my name, but you don't know my life. Like right. So like just be kind and like try to be honest.
Well, I think that Micah was frozen again, but she was making some really lovely points. She's a very beautiful person and has been through a lot of difficult things. Place now, and is taking care of herself and doing what she should do. So it's a very, very good message to all of us in the Tamily community. I knew a little bit about Maiko, obviously, before this interview, and knew some of the different things that she had struggled with. And I think, you guys have seen different things she's shared in posts and everything, but I definitely didn't realize that it was, to that extent. So it's very wonderful that she's sharing that and being open with us. And she is reconnecting. So that should just take a minute. And if you guys have any other questions, please do type them in. We have less than 10 minutes left at this point. But Maiko, thank you very much for sharing that with us. I know the video froze again, but we did hear a lot of what you were saying and really appreciate how open you're being. So, are you able to hear me now? You can hear me now? I don't know if I can hear you. Hi. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Good. My puppies came in here to say hello. One question that we wanted to ask you is who else you would like us to interview in in the Ask Tamily interviews? I can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Oh.
Oh, now I can hear you.
from mom of three.
Okay. Gosh. And now, yes, the video is just freezing. Oh God. See if she can join again and at least get another question or two in before our hour is over. Molly has a good question. I'll try to ask. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? That would be a lovely thing to hear about 10 good years for Michael instead of 10 struggling years. So let me see if she is back on. Thank you guys for bearing with us during this. Here we go. So it is connecting. And I apologize for the dog interlude. They've learned how to open the doors.
I'm back.
Yes, thank you. We have one or two last few questions. We just have a few minutes before our hour is over. So Molly asked, where do you see yourself 10 years from now, and what are your future dreams and goals?
I think I'm trying to like go back to school or something. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, but I think I still want to work, and like I cannot be so dependent. But I want to figure that out. So I don't know what I would be doing, but I'm trying to figure that out. So once I figure it out, I think I want to go back to school and then find a career from that.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. And again, we appreciate you sharing, some of the challenges and struggles that you've been through. And I'm really glad that, now it seems like you're in a good place with, mental health and physical health, and your daughter and your husband, and, doing the method seems to be definitely really helpful in that way as well. So thank you for sharing that. Since we're coming up on just the last few minutes, is there anything else that you wanted to share with the family while you have this audience?
I don't know. Just trust your gut. Sometimes when you're not in a good place, you don't even know what you want or what you like yourself. Like I think Tracy Anderson method helps that. Like trust yourself and trust your gut. Like if you're healthy and if you're like happy, like whatever comes up to you, just trust yourself and do it. Like don't think too much.
That is definitely a great message. The overthinking is what really gets a lot of us, in those moments. And we need these reminders. Like it's a journey and we all have ups and downs, and it helps so much to share with each other and have this community. Well, thank you so much, Maiko. We really appreciate your openness and honesty, and even though we had a couple of little challenges in the interview, it's totally okay. It happens all the time. Really appreciate it. And we will share this interview on Instagram for the next 24 hours, and then it'll go on YouTube in a few days. So thank you, Maiko. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye.
Bye, Pop.